Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Arsenal. Just read this. Just take some time and read that. This is from Fabrizio Romano. This is crazy. This is so crazy. I absolutely love Saka. I love Odegaard. I love Declan Rice. I love all these guys, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Gyökeres might be my favorite Arsenal player already because this guy is actually removing his own money to make sure he's joining Arsenal. That is absolutely crazy, man. That is so mind-blowing, man. I did not know it'd get to this point where Gyökeres is this desperate to join Arsenal. This is fantastic. But you know what else is fantastic? Having a player who really wants to join you and the fans really want him to join. I'm buzzing, man. I'm so over the moon, and we are finally getting a striker, and it's working out this way, and it's only going to cost us 56 million plus add-ons. Yes, please. According to Fabrizio Romano, Viktor Gyökeres was accepted to give up 2 million euros from his salary in order to facilitate negotiations between Arsenal and Sporting. Wow. Sporting insists on higher fee compared to Arsenal proposal, and Gyökeres tries his best also giving up money to make it happen as per record. Listen, as the way it's going right now, this Gyökeres guy might give us a here we go by himself. He might get on Twitter and tell us, here we go, I'm going to Arsenal. He might just tell us by himself. This guy really wants to join Arsenal, and I'm so happy, man. Already, he's going to be a fan favorite already joining Arsenal, and even the ones who wanted Sesko reading stuff like this, they'll be like, man, this guy really wants to join Arsenal. And there's other teams who wanted him. Former manager wanted him, but he really wanted to join Arsenal, and I'm so excited to see how he's going to do for Arsenal, man. We've not had a striker like this for, since we last signed Aubameyang in 2018. We've never really signed a striker like this. I'm so excited, man. The way he's going to perform in England, he's been in England before with Swans, with Brighton, with Coventry, so it's not new to him being in England. The fact that we all know that we really need a striker. This is the player that we're getting who scored 97 goals in 102 games plus almost 30 assists, and I'm also super excited for the rest of the players. We don't have to depend on Saka every game, depend on all these guys every game, So less pressure now on Havertz scoring goals, less pressure now on Declan Rice assisting and scoring every single game big goals. There's less pressure, and it's super exciting knowing that you'll have Gyökeres there. And remember, players like Marina still there, a person who's been scoring really crucial goals. So now that means we also have more options. We've added quality, but we've also added in terms of quantity and more options and more a different way to play, a target up front. Super excited, man. I'm super excited with this. And, the fact that I wanted him since last year, there's a point where it looked like we were not going to get him. It was either going to be Sesko, Watkins, and Gyökeres would end up being a Man United player. Thankfully, that has not happened. Thankfully, he's going to be joining Arsenal, and we've gone through this the last couple of videos. We talked about how much it's going to cost, 200,000 per week. That is great as well. It's not something too crazy. Also, in terms of the fee, how it's going to be broken down, we talked about it in the previous video. But I'm super excited, man. So, Gyökeres, this will be a big signing. You can tell from the reaction from other people. You can definitely tell from reaction from Chelsea fans and Man United fans. They're like, yeah, this is a bit worrying. I don't think they'd be that way with other players that we were linked to. So this is big for us. This is absolutely big. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how soon we get to here we go. It could happen even overnight, early in the morning. Let's see. Zubimendi. Now, I've not talked about Zubimendi at all today, but he was announced today. It's a big signing. Zubimendi as well joining us for that 55 million in installments. That is also a big signing. I'm excited to see how Zubimendi fits in at Arsenal. How often he's going to play, how he adapts to the Premier League. What kind of how different he is from our previous midfielders. Really, I'm excited with that as well. And, he has people who from his country at the club, former teammates, Merino, Odegaard, and then he also has people like David Raya. So I'm sure he will adapt, but let's go through what he said. Or before that, this is what happened, according to reports. Around the time Martin Zubimendi was strongly considering the offer from Liverpool last summer, the player was also presented with an alternative opportunity, Arsenal. According to sources in Spain, Arsenal made it clear to Real Sociedad last summer that they wanted to sign two of their midfielders. So that is Merino and Zubimendi. Arsenal were keen for Mikel Merino to join immediately and then for Zubimendi to come a year later in the summer of 2025. This was effectively a hugely ambitious package deal at the cost of more than 80 million. The prospect of working with Mikel Arteta was another significant factor in Zubimendi's decision. Not only are they from the same city, but they also both played for the same amateur club, Antigoko, as kids. Club sources say that the pair formed an instant connection. So again, Mikel Arteta played a key role in Zubimendi joining Arsenal. This is a big for us as well. We needed to get new midfielders. Nogard will be done very soon as well. We've changed our midfield. But Zubimendi has played with Merino before and Odegaard, so it's going to be interesting to see how they fit with each other because they've played together before. And Merino and Zubimendi as recently as last year, and they played with each other international for Spain as well, internationally. So super excited to see how all of them are going to fit in together. Now, what has he had to say about joining Arsenal? This is a huge moment in my career. It's a move I was looking for and one I wanted to make. As soon as he set foot here, he realized how big this club is and this team are. I set my sights on Arsenal because their style of play is a good fit for me. They have shown their potential recently and the best is yet to come. Maybe players like Zubimendi is what we need to get over the line. Now, with Andrea Berta coming into the team, it's looking like we're going for a lot of experience as well. We're sending a lot of younger players, but now with Nogard, 30, Kepa around that as well. Zubimendi, very experienced. Eze, 26, 27. Same with Gyökeres. We are now signing a lot of experienced players, and all of this is very, very exciting. This as well from Mikel Arteta. Martin Zubimendi is a player who will bring a huge amount of quality and football intelligence to our team. He will fit in really well, and he has all the attributes to be a key player for us. He goes on to say the standard he has consistently performed at over the last few seasons for both club and country is exactly why we are so excited to have him with us. We all welcome Martin and his family to the club. Yet another player who was very keen to join Arsenal because he was wanted by Liverpool, he was wanted by Real Madrid. He could easily have said, no, I'm going to go to Real Madrid, not Arsenal. But no, he comes to Arsenal, and this is our new number 36. What does Andrea Berta had to say about this? We are so happy to bring Martin Zubimendi to Arsenal and have a lot of pride in finalizing this transfer. Why did I just realize we're going to have Martin Zubimendi and Martin Odegaard? I actually just realized all these days we've been talking about Martin Zubimendi. I just realized we're going to have two Martins in the club and a lot of Gabriels in the club as well, including the new assistant manager, part of the coaching team, Gabriel Heinze. Martin was a key target for us, and we all know that he's a perfect fit for our squad with the high quality he has. We welcome Martin and his family. We will look forward to him settling in with his teammates, and I'm very excited to see him playing in an Arsenal shirt. Super excited to have Martin Zubimendi. That's a big deal as well for us, because if we didn't get Martin Zubimendi, which other midfielder would we have been trying to get right now? It's a midfield that we wanted as long back to 2023. January. I'm hearing that I really wanted Martin Zubimendi in 2023 before we got Jorginho, but it didn't work out, so we gave him time first to reach the end of the season to decide whether we were going to get Zubimendi or Caicedo. We ended up getting Jorginho in that January, and then at the end of the season, we ended up getting like Declan Rice, and then we never really went back for Martin Zubimendi, or we weren't sure whether he wanted to leave Sociedad, we wanted to go to Real Madrid or to Barcelona. So it's a player that we've been chasing for a long time. He's finally an Arsenal player, and I'm super excited to see how he's going to fit in at our club. Now, next updates. Let's go to the next updates. There's been a lot of updates today. Noni Madueke. Fabrizio Romano says Noni Madueke has agreed a 5-year contract maintaining the same salary structure as he is currently on at Chelsea. I don't know what the salary structure is at Chelsea. I'd have to check that, but the more we get into this, we are going to can I just search for it very quickly? Noni Madueke weekly wages. He's on what? He's on 50K a week. 50,000 a week. That's really good. Again, Nogard is going to be cheap. But looks like Madueke is going to be cheap. I mean, the signing is not going to be cheap. A lot of Arsenal fans do not agree with that, including myself. I would have gone for other players. But in terms of wages, 50,000 is actually less. But if you pay 50 million, that's still a lot of money. Even 40 million is still a lot of money for us to pay for him. But let's see how that deal develops. Listen, if you get Eze, Rodrigo, and Gyokeres, whatever. I guess you have a pass to do whatever you want to do with the backup for Saka, but let's see how it goes. Also, Fabrizio says Arsenal are prepared to send an official bid to Chelsea for Noni Madueke very soon after Mikel Arteta's approval, and their good relationship could help to reach a compromise despite different valuations. So after Mikel Arteta's approval and their good relationship could help. Yeah, we definitely have a good relationship with Chelsea. We always buy players from there. But yeah, let's see. I think this week, because I think players are starting to return back from tomorrow, we are going to hear something to finalizing the deal for Norgard, bid for Madueke. There's no guarantee Madueke is going to be an Arsenal player. I think Arsenal are not going to pay that 50 million for him. So if Chelsea stick with the 50 million, I think we might not get him. I think Noneri will end up staying. No, Rodrigo, no idea. As I think he'll end up joining us, Gyökeres will join us. But for Rodrigo, we have to wait and see how it goes. I'm not too confident with that one. Now, Trossard. Fenerbahce interested in Leandro Trossard, and it's not just that. You also have this. Just a moment. There's talks about how much money would cost or how much Fenerbahce want to pay for him. So just a moment, I get that piece of news. It's coming from Turkey, and this is what they've had to say. Fenerbahce offering 15 million euros to Arsenal for Leandro Trossard. Now, if that's the kind of money people are offering, that's around like 10 million pounds. So if you're trying to get money, obviously selling Trossard will not help you. It's going to be Martinelli who's going to be sold for 70, 80 million for us to fund transfers for players like Rodrigo. For Trossard, you're not going to get that much money for him. Although I think that 10 million is still, they're trying to, they're playing around with us. The 10 million is too little for a player who's been scoring big goals, even though he did not have the best of seasons. No, he scores goals in the Champions League, big goals for us since he joined. So he's not a player just give away for 10 million. Although he has 1 year remaining on his contract as well, so that matters. The Turkish giants are willing to meet the player's wage demand. So 10 million, no. So let me ask you, would you guys sell Trossard for that 10 million, or would you just keep him? If you wanted to sell Trossard, do you feel like 10 million is okay? Just let him go, or are you like, nah, don't let him go for that money? How are you feeling about this? Because in terms of selling a player, if you're looking for money, I think it's only Martinelli who we are going to consider selling. I don't think there's any other player. I don't think Noni is going to be let go. So it also depends if Martinelli wants to leave or doesn't want to leave. So it's going to be a busy week. Still a lot to decide. I'm super excited, man, because July 6th now, heading into a new week, and there's so much that can happen. There is the news on Gyokeres. We finally announced Zubimendi and Kepa. Kepa is another Spanish player, by the way, who's going to be playing with Zubimendi. There's Madueke, there's Trossard, there's Nwaneri, there's Martinelli, there is Norgard and Mosquera. So much is happening in the team. You're still waiting to hear more on the new contracts for Saka and Saliba. All those players are still on holiday. So even Gyökeres himself is on holiday. So let's see how quickly it's going to progress and how quickly it's going to come and do a medical. But I am super, super excited, man. Let's wait and see what happens. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one. Can you believe it? Gyökeres wants to pay his own money to join us.